And we're gonna find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Francis Ngannou's naysayers, where you at? The Cameroonian is set to lock horns with boxing phenom Tyson Fury in a professional boxing bout under standard rules in Saudi Arabia in October, and pros are stoked. Here's journalist Ben Fowlkes throwing shade at Ngannou's critics. Quote, "Where are those people at who kept saying Francis Ngannou was fumbling the bag and should go beg the UFC to take him back? Awfully quiet now that he got that Tyson Fury fight." Michael Bisping has already given his prediction.
So, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, I'm going to call it right now. A late stoppage for Tyson Fury. I think the opening rounds will be dicey. I think they will be dangerous, and I think Francis will go out there trying to swing for the heavens, trying to knock his head off and try and put him out cold. And if he connects flush, I believe he has the power to do that. But I don't believe he has the speed or the boxing side of the experience to catch a Tyson Fury like that. Tyson is far too much of a master technician, far too experienced. He's been doing this since a little kid. And the reality is, he is the greatest heavyweight boxer on the planet right now.
From the sand mines of Cameroon to fighting the biggest name in heavyweight boxing, Ngannou's hope and faith have brought him a long way in terms of achieving big things in his rather short and sweet career in combat sports, like a world championship, control over his destiny, a massive boxing payday, chairmanship of PFL Africa, equity ownership in the PFL, and most importantly, respect. Not everyone is happy about the fight, however. Alexander Usyk's manager, Egis Klimas, believes that Fury versus Ngannou is the biggest joke in boxing. Quote, "The biggest joke ever in boxing. I'm sorry, it's not boxing, it's circus. Tyson Fury is becoming from positive person in boxing to negative joker in a circus." Chael Sonnen has a warning for Conor McGregor regarding Israel Adesanya. But before we find out what he has to say, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thank you. Conor McGregor is the biggest star in combat sports, but if he doesn't make his return to the octagon soon, he will lose his place as the top draw in MMA, according to Chael Sonnen. McGregor last fought at UFC 264 in 2021, where he lost to Dustin Poirier, and Dana White and Michael Chandler hope that he will be ready to fight by the end of this year. The longer McGregor waits for a comeback, however, the higher the chance of him falling down the pecking order, because according to Sonnen, Israel Adesanya is well on course to becoming the biggest star in MMA.
I've never seen somebody like Adesanya. Now, I can only say that a couple of other times. I was in the room when Wanderlei Silva walked in, and there was like a glow around him. That happened to me one other time in this sport. Was the first time I ever saw Royce Gracie, and there was like this, there was an aura. I'm bringing this to you because, there's a different game being played here by Izzy. And you want to know who should be watching this? It's not Duplessis, it's not the rest of the division. It's Conor McGregor. Izzy's coming for his spot, and he's not that far away.
Adesanya's recent shenanigans during his face-off with Dracus du Plessis at UFC 290 must have reminded many of Conor McGregor. But while he's a showman when it comes to promoting fights, Izzy displays a lot of respect for his opponents once it's all said and done. At UFC 290, Adesanya shared a wholesome moment with his past opponent, Kelvin Gastelum. The UFC's new sponsor, Prime Hydration, which is owned by Logan Paul, is facing scrutiny from lawmakers and health workers over its potentially dangerous levels of caffeine. This past Sunday, Senator Charles Schumer called on the Food and Drug Administration to investigate Prime, a beverage brand founded by YouTube stars Logan Paul and KSI. The brand, which recently signed a sponsorship deal with the UFC, has become an obsession among Paul and KSI's young followers. According to a report, The energy drink that advertises itself as zero sugar contains elevated levels of caffeine, which amount to 200 milligrams per 12 ounces, equivalent to around half a dozen Coke cans. The product has already been banned in some schools in the United Kingdom and Australia. Max Holloway wants to be the man to dethrone Alex Volkanovski after his scintillating title defense against Yair Rodriguez at UFC 290. Holloway and Volkanovski have fought 3 times in the past, with Volkanovski winning on all 3 occasions, but the Hawaiian still believes he's the one to defeat the champion. For now, Holloway has to deal with the Korean Zombie, while Volkanovski has Ilia Topuria and maybe Islam Makhachev to worry about. But ultimately, Holloway thinks that a 4th fight with Volkanovski is inevitable.
Yair couldn't really do his strikes, couldn't really get off. Alex just, he understood the assignment and he got it done, man, you know? So congrats to him, and we see what happened next, you know? I can't wait. I'm excited. Like I said in the last video, I don't want someone to go dethrone this guy. I want to be the guy, you know? I see you soon, my friend.
Topuria appears to be the front-runner to fight for the featherweight title next, and he believes he would knock Volkanovski out in the first round.
And you think that it will be an easy fight for you?
For me, yes.
For you?
It's going to be easy fight. Every time I'm going to move up in the rankings, every fight is going to be like more easy for me. And why? Why? Because it's more easy to have a game plan against guys who are like more technical, that fight with someone who's unpredictable.
Volkanovski hopes Topuria doesn't end up fighting Holloway in a potential title eliminator because he really wants to beat him up.
Please don't fight Max. Just don't fight Max. All right, let's just not let that happen.
Okay.
Who do you think would win a potential fight between Alexander Volkanovski and Ilia Topuria? And what could Max Holloway do differently in a potential 4th fight against the Aussie? Kevin Lee may be one and done after getting slept in his comeback fight in the UFC. It's been a rough road for Lee in the cage during the past few years, with him having to pick himself up and restart after suffering tough losses. But now, it seems that he's had enough. In a couple of messages on Meta's new social media platform, Threads, this is what Lee had to say, quote, "I'm going to retire from the UFC, but I can't find the right words to use in the video. There's more to life than fighting. In recent years, celebrity boxing has become very popular among retired MMA fighters, so maybe down the road Lee would try that, like Wanderlei Silva, who's set to make his boxing debut against bodybuilder Felipe Franco on November 25th. Here's what he had to say in a lengthy Instagram post, quote, "My friends, fans, and admirers, I'm here today to share the news that fills my heart with emotion and excitement. After a while away from the rings, I'm back. This time in a different sport, boxing. It's not any fight, too. I'm fighting a great challenger in Felipe Franco. He's a well-known bodybuilder and a force to be reckoned with. I'm more than aware that this will be a brutal fight, a battle of determination, strength, and strategy. The decision to return wasn't easy to make. However, the fire that burns within me, my passion and love for the sport have motivated me to pursue new challenges, overcome limitations, and show the world that the will to win never fades. It's an honor to face Felipe Franco, an athlete who's respected and worthy of admiration. I know he has prepared intensely, as have I. The ring will be a stage where we'll write a new chapter of our careers. I'm ready to show all my skills and determination." Will Wanderlei Silva make a successful return to fighting? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of MMA, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.